Alright guys, so it's the winning in round, and we've got a winning in match here. On the left, it's Drew Scherr. We saw him in round one. He's playing mono black aggro, and his opponent is Sam Link. I think this is Sam's first trip to the store. When I asked if he wanted to play on camera, he said it would be his honor. He's a huge fan. I've never met Sam before, but he seems like a wonderful gentleman. And he is playing blue-white control. So a classic battle of aggro versus control. Drew leading off with a turn 1 Tormented Hero into a turn 2 Thoughtseize. Interesting here that Sam chose not to negate it. He is going to lose his Sphinx's Revelation. Seems like against Drew, against a deck that plays turn 2 Thoughtseize after a turn 1 Tormented Hero, you probably aren't going to be able to negate too many things of value. Though he could be playing a long game and trying to negate Hero's Downfall down the road. There's a Tormented Hero. We already knew about that guy. There's 4th mana for Jace, Architect of Thought. We're going to go upstairs with that bad boy. No, we're going to draw some cards here. Very aggressive, revealing 3 lands, 2 scry lands, and an island. So Sam likely getting N. Yeah, probably would have split it the other way. There's 2 blue sources in the same pile. So take the pile with 2 and pass the turn back. So Jace not long for this world. There's a Mogus's Marauder. So 1 creature finishes off the Planeswalker, 1 goes upstairs to Sam. Both life totals at 18. Sam looking for some business here. Going to start off with a Scry from a Temple of Silence. Bottoming that card quickly. Do we have a follow-up? We do not. So we know he's got Negate in his hand. I think most of the rest of his hand is spells. 2 mana 4. We've drawn another Azorius Charm here, so put the comes into play, tap creature on top, take 2 from the Marauder, drop down to 16. Uh-oh. Looks like we cast a Jace off of 1 blue mana, which I admit to not catching. There's no possible way of fixing that now, so just deal with it. Sam just plays an island. It is in fact the Cup Island. It is the worst island. Serves in for 6 here, in desperate need of a Supreme Verdict. There's a Celestial Flare, which will serve as a little bit of tempo here. Sacking the Marauder likely. That is in fact the choice Drew makes. Take 4 down to 12, or we're going to load up a Mutavault here. Yep. Hero's Downfall. Interesting we didn't negate there. Possibly a little frazzled from playing on camera. It does happen to the best of them. Scrying with the Temple of Enlightenment. So there's 5 mana for a bestowed Herald of Torment on the Tormented Hero. That will trigger Heroic serve in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Sam all the way down to 3 there. There's a Temple of Enlightenment. Anything short of a Supreme Verdict's not going to be good enough.
Trucker in Chikara, and so he's got all of these, like, that's only one of the many threads of how he's saying that Chikara is like a semi-parallel universe connected to WWE, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm totally not going to talk about this match because I want to talk about the Wyatt family, but like the do search for YouTube for the 40 moves of Brady Lee, because he wrestles like, it's not the best clip of those I've ever seen on YouTube is the 75 moves of Claudio Castagnoli.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Because he has unlimited repertoire. But Brody Lee...
he's a robot designed to do wrestling moves.
Brody Lee rivals that. But he used to do the Michinoku driver all the time. Are you familiar with that?
You wanted to play Commander?
Yes.
Or are you streaming it up?
I'm just talking. Actually, the only problem is I don't have my Commander. If you have another deck, I will play. I'll be right there. I have to finish this.
Yes, but we'll free you up to go play Commander, and then that's a Maelstrom Wanderer. It's a lot of fun value. I also have these for you.
I've been beaten by Maelstrom Wanderer many times.
I put my lands deck together.
I'm going to show you the deck that I want to play with those.
I owe you those.
Yeah.
I owe you more than that, but we'll figure it out. But I want you to take those because But anyway, Michinoku driver is like Brody Lee's like 6'7", 6'6".
Oh, he's a big man.
And he moves around. The Michinoku driver is so good. Just a scoop pile driver.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
And the only thing that detracted from that match to me a little bit was that they've done Usos Wyatts so many times.
I don't understand why they're still doing it. And you know why they're still doing it?
It's awesome.
There's only 4 tag teams in the WWE. One of them is an embarrassment. One of them is the Dust Brothers.
Who's the embarrassment?
It involves Curtis Axel.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Half of them are embarrassments.
Do not speak ill of Stardust in my presence.
No, they're good, but they're not that angled. They're not competing for belts.
Well, but they should be. They should be because they're the greatest thing ever.
I love Cody Rhodes, man.
I mean, just this thing, like I'm so in on his little hand stars.
They're ruining Bo Dallas for me, though.
How so?
Because they're not.
He destroyed El Torito. He did the bulldog off the second rope, and
that was a nice touch.
And then did the victory lap and just ran him over.
My favorite is at the end after he did it. He was just like, "I did it." He's so proud of himself.
Actually, the best part of this is going to be when Drew and Sam go to watch this match on YouTube, and it's nothing but wrestling commentary.
Game 1 was a fair approximation. I should get back to this because Sam, this is his first time ever playing on camera, so he has found a sideboarded Nyx Fleece Ram, which seems like a Zach Vilianco kind of card.
I love that card.
It's a sheep.
Yes.
Sheep tribal.
0/5.
Yes. You like most of your creatures to have 0 power.
Yes, exactly.
If possible.
What is this attacking business?
No, you still want to attack, but you want to attack with a 0 power creature.
Yes.
A base 0 power creature. I feel like if you had been playing Magic back in, like wholeheartedly back in like Zendikar block, like Zendikar Laura, you would have been trying to put Eldrazi Conscription on a Bird of Paradise, but not with Sovereigns. Yeah. That's too good a combo. No. Like you have to just hardcast it.
Did I ever tell you the story of the very first FNM that I ever played in? Because it was right around that time.
No. Was that you playing an Oranarla deck?
Well, my Oranarla deck was pretty good, and you will not see.
Yeah, because Hexproof is a good mechanic.
But the first one I ever came, it was here. It was actually in the old shop, but it was here, and there was only 4 people at FNM. It was the 3 Kings, Tom, Kelly, and their son, and me. And I tried to play a blue-black Rexial land screw deck. Like it was playing Spreading Seas and Contaminated Ground, and like my objective was to try to basically screw your lands over and then land walking in with Rexial. And there was only 4 of us, so we played FNM, and I played every member of the King family. Tom beat me with mono green Stompy like hardcore. And then his wife was playing, I don't even remember, she destroyed me. And then, so I'm 0-2, I get to play their son, who doesn't even play Magic.
Yeah,
like he was playing like some sort of Goblins red thing. And they just annihilated me. And the thing was, he was like, he felt bad for me, but like he was also enjoying himself, so he would like smile and make a move, and then he would look at me, and I'm this little sad like panda sitting over, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
And he's almost a full 10 years your junior at this point.
And he was just destroying me. Like I went 0-6, barely. Like I probably did like 3 damage over the course of the entire night, and it's lucky that I didn't quit Magic forever. I mean, because I just got destroyed.
Speaking of destroyed. Sam casts an Elspeth into an empty board against his mono-black aggro opponent, who is Hellbent. Is that going to be good?
I have a feeling that we might be seeing a Game 3 then.
Yep. Well, the chat, at least one dissenter in the chat is tired of us talking about wrestling. I can't blame them, but we do need to talk at length about a variety of topics. But I will let you go play Commander with friends if you would like.
I'll probably come see you back in a little bit, but I'll give your Maelstrom Wanderer a spin.
Literally, spin the wheel.
JB, you know what JB just gave me?
What?
It's Harvest Time Reaper King playmat.
Oh my goodness.
It's incredible.
I gotta see it later.
Yeah. But I'll let you get back to something.
All right, bud.
I'll come see you in a little bit.
Sure. And thus ends the Wrestling NBA, just me and Zach rambling on and on portion of the show. We join our game already in progress, but mostly already over, as Sam is all but has this in the bag here. Elspeth full on in active against an opponent playing off the top of his deck with no non-land permanents in play. So it looks like we're moving to a game 3. A dissolve on a duress just to get some info, and Sam is the fun police. Not even going to let you do that, so help us out, spread the word. Get information about the stream. So back in action here. Drew with a pretty good curve. Cackler into Tormented Hero. Looks like we're missing our third land. We have a Painseer here serving in. Let's load up first. Correct order of mechanics. Dropping Sam down to 14, and there is a Painseer. Getting a lot of value off Painseer. And Sam has committed the cardinal sin. He is the control deck, and he has kept a one-lander. So this one likely going to be over very quickly. Serving in for 6. Dropping Drew down to 8, or dropping Sam down to 8. Here's a Lifebane zombie. It's going to hit that Nyx Fleece Ram, right? Why did we not take the Nyx Fleece Ram? Doesn't matter.